All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to maybe what could be the start of an attempted breakout of Bitcoin. Things are looking pretty good. We survived the weekend for sure. We are looking and turning up. The stock market opens in about 25 minutes when I'm recording this. So we'll see what happens then. But so far, so good. Saturday, we had a doji, which usually implies indecision. But yesterday, kind of a small, really nothing candle. And then today, we're trying to break a range. Volume's pretty good. Plenty of pocket pivots on the 2 hour time frame. And we look like we could make a go for it. We could try to break out of the 72,000 level. I have the 71,970, then the all-time high right there. And it looks like we could have a go for it, whether this could be a soft go or an all-out rush, and then we'll see if we get rejected or not. But this chart pattern has had plenty of time to play out. It could go. I mean, you're checking all the boxes here, and we'll see what happens. But nothing's for sure in the markets. You just have to wait for good opportunities, take those opportunities, and let the chips fall where they may. That's really all you can do. I think we're coming up into some pretty good opportunity time here. So we're getting close. We're not there yet. People want to jump in early. I understand. If you do that, you want to make sure you know where you're going to exit in case you're wrong. If this thing comes up here and slaps this line and comes right back down, when are you going to exit? You have to know that. Otherwise, you end up holding onto an asset you never meant to hold on to. So that's not something that you want to do. You want to have a plan. You want to work through that plan. And that's about it. It's really relatively straightforward. The hard part of it is about knowing what is a good setup, knowing when is a good time to get into that setup, and knowing when is a good time to exit when it's failed, and when to take profits when it works. That's really what trading's about, really those things, and having discipline to only do those four things. Okay, so Bitcoin's looking pretty good here. We did just get a little bit of stalling, as you can see as I was talking. This was a full candle a moment ago, so we're getting a little bit of stalling pressure. Like I said, you want to wait till it goes through the line. If you can't wait, find a place where you're going to exit. Okay, good exits in my opinion would be this spike down here from Saturday on this high volume candle. That would be probably one of the closer ones I would go for. Also, depending on how much you're willing to risk, that's 10% down to that spike low from about 4 or 5 days ago. That's a tough 10% right there. So BTC's been putting in some good moves. And volume hasn't been super low either, so it's not like it's a low volume rise. All right, next up is we're going to keep on Solana, which is doing really good here above the 172.67. It's been able to stay pretty sideways all weekend here and then able to move up this morning. Looks like we're going to at least attempt to continue. We're really close to these highs, 209 recent highs at least, not all-time highs. And all-time highs are up here a little more at about 260. So we're getting pretty close. This one also with a very large basing structure is trying to move out, and hopefully it'll just keep doing that. So if you got this down here, cool. Just let it work. Solana's working. It's doing its job. Volume is above average for the most part. Got to, it was the weekend, so you got to respect the weekend. And usually weekends come with lower volumes. So it is what it is. But good here for Solana. We'll see if it can hold up. Um, yeah, good stuff. I'd like, for me, a breakout goes up tremendously. You guys know what a breakout looks like. Looks like kind of like this small consolidation, then it continues up quickly. Hopefully, this will start of the continuation. And our hot coins of the day, Bitcoin Cash, which actually we've been all over on my other channel. 400.2 was the alert level. Really over here, but it failed it and came back. Beautiful consolidation here. Rallied through midday yesterday. It's been on a really good run here. Bitcoin Cash is turning into a mover. It's too excited up here to get involved. It's just way too high. It's up 9.5% on the day. If you want to try to get in, you get in on these small consolidations, and then your stop is under the consolidation, and then hopefully it never takes it out and then rallies up. So that's what you got to do. Right now, there's really no consolidation to buy off of, but it's in a good spot. Hopefully, it continues and gives a consolidation. And then IMX, which I think is Immutable X, just Immutable. Not sure it's still called Immutable X, but these are our top 50 coins of the day: Bitcoin Cash and IMX Immutable. Not bad. Looks a little bit like Bitcoin Cash. Volume signature is a little bit wrong for this inverted head and shoulders, but it could still play out if the market's going to get good. I really didn't look at this chart at all before I popped it on there. Good volume here on the way up. Most of this under the trend line you can kind of ignore. I mean, if you want to nitpick at it, you've got high volume candle here, which is not bad, but not great. High volume here, which is your top, which is normal. And all this other stuff is just random garbage. This over here is not bad. 10% stop loss, a little bit too deep to try to buy up here. This one you're going to have to look for some other entry, but broke down from this bear flag, kind of inverted head and shoulders look, although the volume signature is wrong. And this one's a little harder to try to say what it's going to go. But it could. If the market stays bullish, everything's going to move. This is a reversal pattern. Like I said, the volume signature is wrong. But if you look at it, the volume aggregation tool here taking a bullish stance with all these, all this green leaning upward in the VA tool on the daily. So good stuff there. Consolidation, maybe it'll try to go, but it's tough to trade in, at least right now. Wait for consolidation if you're looking for something. All right, guys, so there you go. Let's see if BTC can have a go for it. Over here, the 71,970, 72,000 level, I think that would be amazing. And then we're going to have a full blown bull market on our hands. Are you ready? Are we ready? Am I ready? And I guess we'll see. And I'll see you tomorrow on Altcoin Buzz Trading.